Welcome to My Blockchain Island. I'm your hostess, Carla Marie. Hi everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of My Blockchain Island. I am extremely excited because, ladies! Please meet Beatrice, Managing Director of the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus, and another lovely lady, first lady on my show.
Great. Thank you so much for having me, Carla.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. So, Beatrice, you're working with the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus, and I kind of feel almost synergized with the ChiliZ team because thanks to ChiliZ, I'm in the studio. And I believe that what you're doing is very much enabling people. Can you tell us a little bit about the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus and what you're up to?
Yes, definitely. I mean, the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus is basically an ecosystem which can be called a hub, a cluster, an epicenter for blockchain companies in Malta. The idea came around with having, of course, Malta being a pioneer, paving the way in terms of legislation and regulatory framework.
Yep.
So obviously we had a lot of non-EU entities and mostly Asian companies that were really interested in coming to Malta. So the idea behind the campus is really to offer them a home away from home, where basically they have a landing space, you know, when they arrive in Malta, and they can be in a specific community of blockchain. We are really looking at collaborative growth as well, where they can all help out each other. At the end of the day, one of the companies may have an issue that has been resolved by another company also hosted at the campus, and they can help out each other on top of it. The idea is really to foster innovation, collaborative growth, these kinds of things. We are also, Malta of course being the epicenter, we are also developing partnership with other incubators all around the world. So of course starting with Station F in France. In France, as you may hear, I'm French myself. So yes, they have a subdivision called Chain Accelerator. So we have done reciprocal agreements whereby all blockchain companies that are at this Chain Accelerator can use our facilities at the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus and vice versa. And in the same way, we are developing similar agreements, reciprocal agreements with some other incubators or campus in Berlin, in Oslo, Singapore, Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur, Tokyo.
So individuals can kind of even move between these campuses then?
Exactly, it's like an extension.
And just become digital nomads and just, you know, like I met somebody yesterday and I was just like, so where's your office? And he just looked at me, he's like, that is my office. I was like, yeah, me too. That's a really nice thing. And I actually met somebody from the Chain Accelerator at another event completely randomly, and then started talking about ChiliZ and all that around it. So that's amazing. What type of facilities do you guys actually offer? Because I understand you're in the new big iconic tower.
Which is still in beta version, let's say, because not all floors are ready. Okay. So basically the tower has 24 floors, but commercial area is only 9 floors. Us, we have 5 floors, so all dedicated for the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus, except the 7th floor, which is for all ChiliZ team. So basically the campus and the companies can share 4 floors, which, well, in total we have about 2,000 square meters, a little bit less, which can host about 200 desks, let's say, plus we have an auditorium, which is great for companies who want to, I don't know, let's say ICOs who want to pitch to investors, training on blockchain, let's say cryptocurrency wants to pitch crypto exchanges, for instance. I mean, we have lots of different possibilities at this auditorium. So it can be obviously helpful for the companies present at the campus, but also for external, let's say, company to the campus who have anything to do with blockchain, because obviously we are
blockchain.
We are blockchain, crypto.
Blockchain, crypto. That will be my next T-shirt, Beatrice. I'll buy you one as well.
Keep the ladies.
I'll get ladies in crypto. Wonderful. So how does one get into the campus?
Yeah, very good question. So, of course, Malta is a small island, and also we have 5 floors for the blockchain community. It's already very good, but I'm sure it's going to be very small very soon. The idea is that we want diversity because we believe diversity is really what is fostering innovation. So we are welcoming as much ICOs or protocol or crypto exchanges or mining companies or hardware and software providers,
sure.
Even banks or service providers to the industry, media, everyone is very much welcome. I guess at some point we're going to try to do some kind of limitations in terms of how many hot desks per companies.
Sure.
The idea is to be like a launch pad, you know, I guess at some point in time those companies for the startups, at some point they will be big enough and they will move to their own offices.
So you kind of like put yourself in a position where you will enable them for a specific amount of time with a certain number of desks based on your availability, and then from that point onwards, obviously, you know, if you're big enough to have probably 10 employees, then let's be honest, you're probably, you know.
Yeah, we have some companies who already committed to more than 10 employees, but we don't want to pass the 20 bar.
Okay, so 20,
yes.
Yeah. Everybody has their kind of, you have 200 desks, right? Yes. So 20 is okay.
So hopefully they'll visit as well a lot our other incubators with which we have agreement. So not everyone is here at the same time.
No, I just want to be in Malta because it's so sunny.
Yes.
Most days.
300 days a year.
300 days a year, isn't it? The 56 others. Okay, so in order to apply, do they go onto the website? How does it work?
Yeah, they can go to the website, but obviously they are very much welcome to contact us directly. And we need to also discuss, you know, the kind of industry, subdivision, let's say, of the blockchain industries that they represent, and see how they can fit, you know, within the ecosystem. So where we would base them and all of it. We are going to have a small selection, to be honest. Yeah.
I like that, but I like that because like this, you are truly honing in on the diversification element, and that way the innovation fosters across multiple sectors, multiple verticals within the one sector. So that makes a lot of sense to me. You don't want to be sat with 20 other exchanges, really, if you're an exchange.
Definitely not. No.
You know, there's what value is that.
And diversity not only in terms of what specific area you are in the blockchain, but also about which country or which continent you're coming from. It's true that for now we have a very big Asian focus.
Yeah.
Yes, so basically we have companies already from China, Japan, strong interest as well from South Korea. But then also we are looking at, you know, like the leading blockchain entities, maybe in Latin America, in the US, in Africa as well. We saw some interest.
Great.
So like the United Nations, let's say, of blockchain being at the epicenter in our ChiliZ blockchain campus.
On the blockchain island.
On the blockchain island in Malta.
Where everybody has to come.
Yes.
Can you tell us any of the companies that are actually signed and sealed to be in the campus?
Yeah, I can disclose some of them. Obviously, Binance there's no secret that they are part of the campus.
You realize that now everybody's going to be wanting to come to the campus and visit, right?
Just they already do.
Everybody would be like, so when's ChiliZ going to be there? It's like, everybody from abroad comes up to me and says, so you're from Malta, you must know Binance and ChiliZ. Can you introduce me to him? I'm like, no, I haven't had that.
It's already started.
I haven't had that luxury just yet, but sure. Hopefully you'll be able to come, and I think we should have just a ChiliZ welcoming party because he's like the most popular guy on this island from the media perspective.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so Binance.
So we have Binance, we have OKX and OKCoin, who shall be moving in very soon now. We have Tron.
Wonderful.
Yes, we have the South Korean Fleta. And I'm also now in discussion with some others that I cannot disclose for the moment, but it will be announced very soon.
Wonderful,
yes.
Wonderful. Can I come to your campus?
Of course you can. You are very much welcome.
Which part of the categorization do I have to walk?
I guess media, no?
I guess, yeah, media. I can wear my media hat. Cool. All right. Well, this is wonderful. So let's just take a step back and just qualify how people get in touch. So at the moment, it's highly based on a selection process.
Yes.
Communication, maybe not interviews, but maybe just like dialogues, meetings, a little bit understanding of the company, what your company might bring to the value of the ecosystem. And it's more of a discussion kind of base rather than just a random form that you might fill in.
Yes, for sure. I mean, we like to meet the people face to face, first of all, and obviously we need to understand their business model, how serious is the company, because at the end of the day, we don't want cowboys of the blockchain industry,
sure,
if we can call them like that.
There's plenty of those in every industry.
Yes, exactly. So we want to make sure that we are very selective, and it's like we want to have a boutique feel out of it at the end of the day. So we want to make sure to choose the right partners, in each segment of the blockchain that will be at the campus. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to jump onto the auditorium because I do know, you mentioned already, but I do know that you do have an auditorium. I mean, you have this amazing studio, but you also have an auditorium. And the purpose you were saying around that is that can external companies come in and pitch there, or do they have to be part of the community? Or
external companies can also come and pitch there as long as they do something related to blockchain or crypto.
Wonderful. So it's just embodying everything blockchain, DLT and crypto.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, we want to be seen as a destination for blockchain and crypto players. So maybe at some point, I mean, it would be great that people are like, no, we are not coming to Malta. We are coming to ChiliZ campus.
Wonderful. That's a good, and you got the iconic tower. It's like, that's the tower. That's where the campus is. It's a lovely building as well. Wonderful. Is there anything else that might be of interest to the listeners to know about the ChiliZ campus and your work there and how you'll be maybe engaging with the startups?
I mean, I'm very much fascinated, to be honest, about how the system is decentralized and how basically trust is generated at the end of the day through consensus. Yep. And it's thanks to all those actors and players in the blockchain industry. So, I mean, we are very much welcoming any entrepreneurs, blockchain entrepreneurs here. I mean, that's what we need the most.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
and
to attract the right talent. Yeah.
Try to flourish moving forward. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, so nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
How people get in touch with you directly? Are you on Twitter, Telegram,
yes, I'm
email?
On Twitter, Telegram, and email.
Right.
I mean, I think the numbers are seen on the screen. So.
Absolutely, they'll be shown on the screens, and we'll also link to everything in the bottom of the show notes, because I'll add some show notes to the end in the description.
Perfect.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. And thank you all so much for listening. This is an amazing opportunity for any startups that are looking really to get their feet really solidly on the ground in a wonderful community on the island. Obviously, I can say with my hand on my heart that ChiliZ as a company with their other company Socios and now ChiliZ Blockchain Campus are really helping entrepreneurs like myself and this show. So if you do have a startup, reach out to Beatrice and her team, and hopefully we'll be able to meet you and greet you at the ChiliZ Blockchain Campus. That's absolutely it for me right now. Remember to like and share, and if you like what you hear, make sure other people know all about it as well. Have a great afternoon and see you soon.